Greetings, YouTube. Happy Saturday, and welcome to our maybe final attempt of the month to stop the historic streak of F-graded deals. Now, trust me, I don't wake up saying to myself, you know what's going to be a great day today? If I can fail a Kabam offer. I don't like doing that. I actually get really excited as somebody that enjoys supporting the company if it's pro player because I play this game every day. I enjoy good offers, but we just haven't seen any for weeks. Besides the daily Cavalier Crystal offer, we have seen a crazy historic amount of inflation when it comes to 5 and 6 star signature stones. And for that matter, 4-star and 5-star and especially 6-star shards. And then in the latest inflation, Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst fragments and Tier 5 Basic fragments. So now we've got rank up bundles. And we don't exactly know what that means because we haven't read this yet. But we do know that these are for those of you who are uncollected and also proven. So we've got a couple different bundles to claim. And I also always say, remember, do as you say and as you do, right? Claim that daily crystal. If I could make one weird small tweak for the Kabam developers, just put that daily crystal automatically to be claimed with the daily login calendar so that you don't lose precious hours every time. Okay, so we've got a 4-star rank up bundle that is a rank 4 to rank 5 and 125,000 gold. Not much to say about this, although this is the price we have seen, $29.99, but with a little less in terms of bonuses. The gold is pretty skimpy, but given what they've charged in the past month for things, this is par for the course. I will say that this is the average price now of this item, given what we've tracked this item being worth. So the good news is this is not an F value. This is a C value because we've seen this before, just actually with more. But this does include, for $30, just look at it as a 5 Tier 4 Basic Catalyst bundle, a 3 Tier 4 Class Catalyst Selector, because it takes the place as a generic item, a generic rank up gem of the class that you're ranking up, and 2 Tier 1 Alphas. So that is what you think about this, along with some gold, though it should be more. So with that being said, this is a C offer. It is par for the course. It is no better and no worse than usual. It is about the same with worse gold, but the same rank up gem. It used to be, thank God, they changed this a few months ago, but this used to be a rank up gem crystal that had the 1 out of 6 class-based RNG, and that was not ideal because, of course, you almost never landed on the class that you were targeting. So I'm going to give that a C grade. It's certainly way better than what we've seen in the past few weeks, but the key in this is to not buy into what Kabam likes to do, which is to put out such trash offers that average suddenly looks gorgeous in comparison to ugly. Okay, now for $70, we have a generic 5-star rank up bundle that is rank 3 to rank 4. Now, this is actually fairly historic when it comes to its rarity in the contest. I have been doing this a long time, almost 3 years, in terms of tracking every bundle every day, and I do not remember a time where we got a generic rank 3 to rank 4 rank up gem. It's because normally they don't want to put this kind of offer out in the game because they don't want to detract from the kinds of progression-based offers you have to earn in the game from Act 5 and Act 6, variant content, etc. in the contest. But today we have it. Now, $70 is a lot of money, but at least this thing is a generic. Now, let's remind ourselves for $70 what this actually replaces, because it's important to put that into the context of what they normally charge for items. So let's say that we are going to who's a good candidate? You know what? Let's do Squirrel Girl. I like Squirrel Girl. Let's upgrade her. Okay, so for $70, that's like saying you get 6 Tier 4 basics, 4 Tier 4 class catalyst selectors of that specific class, 6 tier 1 alphas, and then the major thing, 4 tier 2 alphas. Now, what I've liked to say in the past, let me get my notepad out over here. Yes, I'm a nerd who likes to take notes and keep things on paper. I am 32 years old after all. The best we've seen for tier 2 alphas on an average day, not counting special things like the spring cleaning event or July 4th or Cyber Weekend, is about $22 per tier 2 alpha. So let's just do some math, because it's a Saturday, right? We can do that. So if we were to do some math on this and just think about it from a tier 2 alpha standpoint, 70 divided by 4 is $17.50 per tier 2 alpha. So before people start commenting, well, this is outrageous, it's actually a great deal, even in terms of tier 2 alpha, because this is the cheapest we've ever seen for tier 2 alpha at $17.50 per tier 2. But of course, since it's a rank up gem and it's a generic, it's not just for tier 2 alpha. So I would argue if this was just $70 for 4 tier 2 alpha and some gold, given the gold's pretty small, but we're just going to try to ignore that for the sake of this argument, I'd still give that offer at least a B plus A minus. But the fact that it's also a 4 tier 4 class catalyst selector, a 6 tier 4 basic, a 6 tier 1 alpha in addition to that, I might get some pushback, but I don't think I'm looking through graduation goggles or anything from this. I think I'm being completely objective, and I'm looking at the price per tier 2 alpha of this, especially for those of you who aren't Cavalier and who don't get the free tier 2 alpha per month, because this is for people who are uncollected and above. And keep in mind, if you're Cavalier, what's really awesome about that is you get every month a free tier 2 alpha. That's what I've been telling Mama Bear to become Cavalier, and thankfully she now is Cavalier. Congrats to her again. So I'm going to rate this offer at a 95%. So the 4-star offer is a C. It actually should include at least a couple more things, certainly more gold, for it to have a chance to even have a C plus B minus. It's an average deal because we've seen this exact same offer before, but thankfully they at least kept it generic and not class-based. But this 5-star rank up bundle, $17.50 per tier 2 alpha, plus a generous amount of the equivalent of tier 4 basic, tier 4 class catalyst, and tier 1 alpha. Yeah, the gold should be $700,000, but I'm not going to count off that much for that because everything else is so generous. I'm excited to promote this today. Now, will I get it? Probably not, because I'm focused now on 6-star rank ups. If this was a 6-star rank up, or if this was even $100, and I get whenever I say that, people get nervous because it's like, Prof, that's so much money. I wouldn't pay more than $10 for this. And I say no. And I don't want to discount that that's a lot of money. But based off of what we've seen the value of that same price point before, it's important to look at how the economy shifts and what the value of your dollar is. And that's what my job is on this channel. If you had $100 for a generic rank 4 to rank 5 rank up gem, I think a lot of people would snatch that up because that would be the equivalent of 6 tier 2 alpha and especially 2 tier 5 basic catalyst. But we're not there yet. We're not there. We're not ready for Kabam to give us that deal just yet because they are used to giving the rank up gem deal that's rank 4 to rank 5 as a crystal when you beat Act 6.1 for 12,000 units, which of course is about $400. So they wouldn't just lower the value of that today and have that actually loosen in terms of what people are willing to pay for it. So that's kind of why they hold off traditionally on pricing these 5-star rank ups, because they don't want the ones that pop up as you progress in the game or that you're trying to get. I still amazed that they gave a 5-star generic Awakening gem for free for Cavalier players on Christmas from Kabam Santa, because we know very much that this is a gem that people used to spend a crazy amount of money. We're talking thousands of dollars back way before 5-stars could go to rank 5, and most people didn't even have a rank 4, because keep in mind that when you go to those special quests, and specifically Labyrinth of Legends, which I don't think I will ever explore unless I'm just super bored because I don't think it's worth it anymore for this, given the amount of time. But when you go to view quest rewards, the best reward by far is that generic 5-star Awakening gem. That's why people did it. Obviously, the tier 2 alphas and the 5-star Ultron and the 5-star shards were important, but that generic was the best item in the whole thing. And now Kabam gave it for free for people who are Cavalier, just for logging in, right? To not do any of the paths from this. So they don't want to devalue it too much, and it is kind of a precious game you play when you put out offers like this. But I'm excited to say this is the first A offer we have had maybe the entire month. And I'm happy to state that. I believe that it is a accurate grade. I'm not being too rose-colored glasses and comparing it to the trash. I'm just talking about $17.50 per Tier 2 Alpha, plus all the other bonuses you get. And the fact that it's generic is really what's important about this, because you can use it on any 5-star champion of any class. And that's always appreciated, because the class crystal that makes you land on the 1 out of 6 RNG, that's when you really don't want to be in a position to have to pray to the Kabam gods that you land on the right class, because most of the time your prayers, they ain't being answered.